The Port Bay of Algeciras, benchmark in the Mediterranean Sea and in the Spanish port system in total throughput, is placed in an exceptional geostrategic location in the Strait of Gibraltar, on the crossroads of the main international cargo shipping lanes. As a hub for the shipping lines that link Asia, America and Africa with Europe, the Port of Algeciras Bay is a well-known logistics and intermodal port maritime platform in the Western Mediterranean. The almost 5 million TEUs and the more than 100 million tons of total throughput that were handled in the port facilities prove the worth of the port that is consolidating its role as a global port maritime hub. Also, the port has adapted itself to the new international container traffic requirements, and its facilities easily accommodate the regular calls of the largest mega ships worldwide. 2 container terminals currently operate at our facilities: APMT Algeciras and TTI Algeciras. APM Terminal is fitted out with 19 STS dockside cranes, 8 of which are over Superpost Panamax class, supported by 65 RTGs and 102 tractor trucks, as well as 3,800 reefer plugs. TTI Algeciras, as a common user terminal, semi-automated, is pioneer in the Mediterranean and has a capacity for 1.6 million TEUs and 1,292 reefer plugs. Cold chain logistics has had a significant upward trend over the last few years, thanks to the increased traffic of containerized perishable goods with Latin America and the excellent connections with Africa in general and Morocco in particular. The complete port offer in terms of capacity to store refrigerated and or frozen produce reaches more than 27,000 square meters of surface area and 33,000 palets in the state-of-the-art facilities. The Strait of Gibraltar traffic is another pillar of the Port Bay of Algeciras, and at the same time, proof of continuous growth. More than 400,000 HGVs use the Port of Algeciras facilities to cross the strait to the ports of either Ceuta or Tangier every year. At the same time, the port actually has 2 passenger terminals, one in Algeciras and one in Tarifa. Both passenger terminals are used by some 6 million passengers every year. Due to its expansive traffic and timetable, the border control post at the Port of Algeciras Bay is rated Category 1, and it is approved by the European Union to inspect all cold, frozen or room temperature product types, whether for human consumption or not. Physical inspections are performed 24/365 by the border, animal and plant health control. After alteration and improvements, the BCP now has 30 loading and unloading gates. Algeciras Bay Logistics Area, with a total surface area of close to 300 hectares and an integrated rail terminal connected to the Trans-European Transport Network, is a necessary link that can consolidate an efficient, competitive logistics chain that encourages the establishment of added-value logistics business and services. Dry bulk throughput in the Bay of Algeciras, mainly coal and other minerals, usually returns figures of over 600,000 tons per year. The Acerinox and Endesa generation terminals are the most important facilities for this type of traffic. The strategic location of the Bay of Algeciras and the Strait of Gibraltar, with over 115,000 ships passing through every year, and the natural characteristics of a bay that has an anchorage zone with exceptional shelter and drafts that cover more than 1,300 hectares all make it a perfect location for bunkers. The Port of Algeciras Bay is also Spain's #1 liquid bulk handler, returning 28 million tons per year. Ship supply operations return figures of approximately 3 million tons per year, being bunkers the highest share. The offer of bunkering operation services is supplied by world-renowned companies such as Cepsa, Maersk, Repsol and Peninsula 360, who have a great operative efficiency and greater capacity, thanks to the facilities of Cepsa, Exolum and EVOS Algeciras SAU. Cepsa's Gibraltar San Roque refinery has an offloading capacity of up to 12,000 cubic meters an hour, 1,467 meter jetty line. Exolum operates on the Algeciras Port North breakwater, both unloading products from tanker vessels and loading barges. Isla Verde Exterior is home to the EVOS Algeciras SAU fuel terminal and other liquid bulk storage terminal, as well as a jetty that can accommodate ships of up to 225,000 tons deadweight. Only the highest quality of operational standards is employed by our bunkering companies. Only the most modern double-hulled and double-thruster fuel barges operate in the bay, all fitted out with the latest technology used for the environmental control. We must also mention that, under the MARPOL International Convention, the port of Algeciras Bay is currently the Spanish port that collects the most waste oil at the lowest costs. Also, through its participation in different projects focused on sustainability, this port continues to promote LNG bunker supply to ships with the aim of promoting the use of alternative fuels and thus contributing to the decarbonisation process required by the EU. The digital transformation defined by Algeciras Port continues to implement processes related to the improvement in advanced data analytics, aimed at improving the efficiency and tracking of the services rendered to ships during their stay in our port. There is an emergency customs procedure in the port of Algeciras that allows onboard repairs to be streamlined, especially those performed at anchor. At the same time, the natural characteristics of our bay allow repair work to be undertaken in conditions of utmost safety, sheltered as the bay is from the strong eastern winds and currents of the Strait of Gibraltar, serviced 24/7 by a large fleet of boat services, including operations off port limits. The companies that offer their services in the port of Algeciras Bay are wide-ranging in their activities: customs agents, ship agents, freight forwarders, container terminals, stevedores, shipping companies, repair companies, chandlers, and miscellaneous services, bringing together a multitude of outstanding companies that offer professional quality services and customer care. All these actors of the port logistic chain and ship services are committed to Comport, association established at the end of 1999 to promote the Port Bay of Algeciras and its port community, to push the development of the port and maritime collective through its commercial activity. Comport incorporates all the sectors connected with the port maritime activity. It is now made up of more than 150 members among companies, institutions and business associations to strengthen the image of the Port Bay of Algeciras at a global level, facilitating the commercial relationships to the members of the port community. Through Comport, the commercial interests of the members are challenged and a joint commercial program is elaborated along the Port of Algeciras Bay Authority to feed the growth and development of our port and port community. The many ships that call at the port each year, combined with the extensive maritime and technical knowledge that is available in the area, make Algeciras a natural place of business for a wide range of maritime suppliers, different terminals, excellent facilities for special operations and projects, an ambitious infrastructure, quality services offered by a professional port community, and a strategic location ensure a bright present and a promising future to be built day after day. Algeciras Port Community, rendering services, bringing solutions.